you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today I'm back with a video I've been wanting to do for a minute, which is my Quince all-time favorites, most worn pieces. So this video is going to be geared more towards like fall, winter. It's going to be sweaters, layers, coats, accessories that are more geared towards the season we're in. I will do a summer, spring one once we get to those seasons, but we are entering into fall and winter. And if you guys don't know, Quince is probably the majority of my wardrobe at this point. I wouldn't say like of all time, but like of recently, I would say of the last like maybe 2 years or so. I have so many Quince pieces that I wear and love daily, weekly. I even have pieces throughout my home. If you're curious to learn more about their home items, I can share some of my favorite pieces about that as well. But I love Quince. Basically, if you're not familiar, this video is not sponsored. Basically, if you're not familiar with Quince though, they basically take the luxury price tag out of really nice, high quality items. So you can get cashmere for 1/4 of the price, leather. And they compare it to sites where they're already being sold. They also sell like brand name things as well, just with a little bit of a discount in terms of like you get a gift card back for shopping on their site, which I thoroughly enjoy. And I've really had amazing luck with Quince overall. I think there's a couple pieces that have been hit and miss for me, but that is rare for me, honestly. I feel as though like 99% of the time I'm obsessed with their stuff. So yeah, and you guys seem to really like them as well. So I wanted to kind of have a video where I wrap up and share with you some of my fall favorites. So let's jump in. I'm going to show them on as well, not fully styled, but just show the pieces on so you can kind of get a feel for the actual item. But if you are curious to check out how I style them and all that good stuff, then always check out my fashion videos, whether it be Pinterest or my outfits video. I'm always styling Quince pieces. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's jump in. Let's start with tops. So let's start with the first one I'm wearing right now, which is their poplin cotton top. I'm not gonna say all the names correct or anything like that. I'll just have it linked down below as well as on the YouTube shop button. And I will also have the size of every item that I order and talk a little bit about that, because I go off of fit and not off of size. And I always like my things more oversized. So you will see the majority of my stuff is oversized, but I would say I'm a true to size as a small, but I don't like the way smalls fit. I like a bigger oversized fit. So the poplin button up I have in 3 different colors. I would probably own it in every single color if I didn't already own something similar from another brand. Do you know what I mean? But if you're building your wardrobe, their poplin cotton button-ups are, in my opinion, way better than Abercrombie's, which was what I first originally fell in love with. Button-ups was from Abercrombie because I worked there. I still have some of those and I've had them for years, so they are good quality, but I would say these are still a little bit cheaper. And I just really love them, and I love the variety of colors. And I feel like Abercrombie has gone away from selling button-ups, and I'm a button-up girl through and through. I love pairing them with jeans, with trousers, with literally anything. I love wearing them spring, summer, fall, all of it. But these colors specifically I feel like are more fall. But if you are looking to build your button-up collection, Quince, ooh, girl, so good. So I have it in this green. This is my newest color to my collection. This is, I believe, called Bay Leaf. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what it is. It's like an olivey green. So pretty. I also own it in this stripe. I love the like 90s vibe of this stripe where there's a small pinstripe in between the thicker stripe. I really like the way this looks on. I think this can be dressed up very nicely, paired with dark jeans, paired with white linen shorts. You can wear this all year round, but I really love the dark navy for the fall. I also have these in their navy color, which I feel like, again, navy and this like green aren't typically like, I feel like the most common colors of button up, so I really like that they have them. Button up, button down, whatever. I think it's a button up because it doesn't have the collar thing that makes it a button down. I could be completely guessing at this, but this one I do have in an extra large. I prefer the large, to be honest with you. The extra large is very, very big. If I had to make a decision, I would probably just pick the large. I also have this in, I have another one of these that I cut into a short sleeve that I wear during like summer and spring. But again, this one has been washed and worn many, many times, and this has not been, what what do I want to say, ironed, and you can see it's wrinkly, but not horrible. This has not also been ironed, so let's look past that, please. But love the quality. The wash and wear on these are really nice, but they do look a lot nicer if you crisp them with an iron and some starch. Okay, sticking with button-ups as well. This is their Oxford button-up. I have a ton of other Oxford button-ups from not Quince, Everlane. I love Everlane's Oxford button-ups, but these are a fraction of the cost and pretty much very similar in my opinion. But those are the other places. I'd already had them before I discovered Quince, but still great pieces for sure. But this is just a plain white boxy Oxford. Again, I got this in a size large, has a little pocket here, but I love a good Oxford for the fall time. I think it's just a little bit more texture to it and nice thickness and weight to it. And this is a really nice high quality Oxford button-up. Again, I have other colors of these items. I have other fabrics of these items, but I'm really just focusing on fall coloring and what I'm wearing and bringing into like the forefront of my wardrobe right now. Next up, I have a little workout top. Actually, one thing I don't think is like a hit for me is Quince's activewear. I just felt like I tried a pair of leggings and just was not a fan of them. I would be willing to try them again. If you have a pair that you really like, let me know, but I just love my CRZ or my Halara leggings, so I don't know, it's just never an issue for me. But I did want to try their active jackets when I saw them launch these. These are very similar to the Lululemon Define jacket. I get mine in a size extra small. I will say these fit different than the Lululemon Align. They're a little bit thinner, but I also know that Lulu has different fabric makeups. But I own two Lululemon jackets and then I own this in the navy color. I like this. I get this in an extra small because I do want it to fit more fitted. These are just the most flattering jackets. I wear these a lot during the fall and winter, to throw on over the top of whatever workout top I have on. So I mentioned this and I love the color. They also just launched this in a chocolate brown that I will be getting. I will say navy and brown and black are pretty universally like similar in the sense that you can mix and match what you already have in your wardrobe. If you don't mind, it's like a tinge different, but I find that for the most part, it's good. Like I don't have an issue with it. So love these little zip up jackets. So if you've been wanting to try the Lululemon one, this is a really affordable, great option and the quality is amazing. Like I said, I've washed and worn this a lot. I had this, I think last fall is when I grabbed this, and I washed and worn it at least 2 times a week all fall last year. So excited to have this back for my fall workouts. All right, now let's go into sweaters, which was probably the first thing that I fell in love with from Quince. I find sweaters just really hard, and I had made this sort of like conscious effort to kind of stick a little more with more natural fibers. Now, is this always the case? Absolutely not. But sweaters, I feel like, is something that I noticed. I was buying a lot of my sweaters, to be very frank with you, from Target, from Amazon, from Quince, or from Shein, like just places where all of their sweaters are made out of polyester, which again, no problem. For me, I was really trying to build my wardrobe to be able to mix and match, and that's how I started. And I still have a lot of those sweaters as well, but I'm starting to slowly transition into more natural fibers because sweaters are something that, like, yes, you can pick up a trendy one, but you're always gonna want staple basics. So I love just sticking with cotton and cashmere for those because, like I said, sweaters can come and go, but like for the most part, they're standard. You're going to have them in your wardrobe forever, so it's okay to invest a little bit more in them. For me personally, I love sweaters, okay? I'm a big sweater girl. So I wanted to show you some of my favorite styles and my favorite colors that Quince has. Again, I have many more, but these are the ones that I feel like are geared towards fall. So let's start with my 2 tank top sweaters. I know you're like, girl, fall, but for me here in Texas, this makes sense. So these are like a little sweater vest in cashmere, I wanna say, I'm not sure. But this is a vest that I've had for a couple years now. I got mine in a size medium. I really like this for more of like a fall look it's still really hot out, but you want to like dress fall, okay? If you know in Texas, it's like that, okay? So pairing this with a pair of jeans, I thought was really cute. I also really like this in the summer with linen pants as well. But this is just so soft and so nice. Don't wash or don't dry your cashmere, hand wash it. But honestly, really think and just be honest with yourself. If you are wearing layers over the top of it, if you are generally a clean person, if you are not making a mess of yourself, you do not need to wash this every single time, okay? Not even like, just wash it when it needs it, okay? But like, don't wash it just because you wore it, like, and it's not even dirty, okay? So be mindful of these items because they are very delicate and you want them to last a long time, so take care of them really well. And I am somebody who hates buying clothes like that, but for the right clothes, I will. So love this little sweater vest. I want to say they have it in a couple of different colors as well. And then this is a newer piece that I recently picked up. I'm loving anything with a collar. I think the whole world is. But I love this little ribbed sweater type of tank. This I think will be great into the fall season as well. I did get this in a large. Like, does this look like a large? No, okay. But anything ribbed, if you have any sort of chest, ribbed can pull and look really cheap really fast. So I always recommend sizing up. And I just also don't like things skin tight. I like things to like look good on my body, not my body look good in them. Do you know what I mean by that statement? Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, I don't know. I don't care to have stuff like skin tight. I just want it to look good, okay? And that's what this does. And I think this is super cute. Would look great dressed up many different ways, but also would look great casual as well. All right, again, I don't know the names of all of these. I kind of do, but kind of don't. These, I believe this is the fisherman sweater. This is one of the first sweaters that I ever bought from Quince. This material specifically is not my all-time favorite. I have ones that I prefer a lot more, but this is organic cotton. Again, the price points, these are well under $50. This is a very thick sweater. This is a size large. You can tell I've washed and dried this recently and haven't worn it, so it hasn't like kind of stretched. With all of these sweaters that are these natural fibers, they kind of have a weight to them, so once they're on your body and they're moving and you're warm with it, they tend to just fall better, fold better, whatever it is. But this is just a very nice thick. This reminds me of just like a New England winter, like cozy up with a pair of jeans, just very comfy, very cozy. And I can't go wrong with this like white color. I feel like it goes with just about everything, even though I don't think we think of white into the fall and winter. This can be paired beautifully under like bolder sort of jackets or like pattern jackets really well. So I think a good one like this is perfect to have. Now, this specific sweater type, I'm not gonna get a million different colors because again, this is my least like softest, least comfortable, but I love the look of it. Does that make sense? Sweater. So love that I have this, but probably not gonna buy a million different colors in this specific sweater form, which I will get into more sweaters, which I would buy every single color if I didn't already have one, if that makes sense. But this is still a very honorable mention. Nothing like special about it, very boxy, but very, very cute to layer under things. This next piece is, the sweater is the top, okay? Like you're not layering over, I mean you can, but this is like a focal where you're wearing the sweater as the outfit type of thing. This is a, inspired by, if you will. Most of their pieces are inspired by something. The Jenny Kane sweater, I love this piece so much. I did get this in a size medium. This is Mongolian cashmere. The shape of this and the structure of this is beautiful. I've worn this probably 4 or 5 times, and to have a little bit of pilling but mild, and just get a fabric shaver that is completely normal with cashmere. They also have little combs on there, but I love this. This has the pockets, the nice buttons. I did go back and forth whether I wanted a small or a medium. I decided to go with the medium only because, again, I didn't want any puckering at the buttons, but I decided, I was back and forth because this kind of cinches in at the waist. They came out with some beautiful new colors. I believe they have this in a burgundy and a navy. I need them all, but this cream really spoke to me, and I think this is definitely a little bit more pricey, but I mean it's still like a 1/5 of the price of the Jenny Kane one, and I think this is a sweater again that just can easily be dressed up and look so cute with a pair of silk pants, jeans, trousers, anything. I just think this is really nice. I also like to layer just a small little white tank underneath, but overall not itchy, very comfortable, very soft, and very, very well made. Okay, this next sweater, I'm going to not remember. It's like their organic cotton, not their fisherman, their crew, I don't know what it is. I would own this sweater in every single color, okay? I got this maybe 2 years ago, and I have worn the heck out of this sweater. I love everything about this. I own this in only this color, but I own the American flag one for the summer in this color. I also own a cream and white striped one, and then I have the navy one back there. They all kind of fit the exact same. I love the neckline of this. It's perfectly large enough to put a little tee underneath, but also not awkward if you don't want to wear something underneath. Perfect for layering. I love the bottom of this, kind of a little bit of like a high low, but like so minor, but one of those sweaters that looks fine tucked in but looks great untucked. So just so comfy, so cozy. I get this in a large because again, I like my sweaters to fit big, and I actually like them big whether I'm wearing them out or wearing them fully tucked in. But this is one of my staple go-to sweaters. I believe this is the speckled beige. I will get this in more colors. I love this sweater so much. It is my perfect, like, just cotton good sweater. I've had no issues with picking or anything. This is just my all-time favorite fall sweater. I cannot wait to wear this with all of the silk pants this season. Like, I'm already thinking of what my Thanksgiving outfit will be, and it will probably be this with my silk pants over there in maroon, but burgundy, whatever. This is just honestly, truly my favorite sweater. If you're wanting to dip into cotton sweaters, you don't want to go cashmere, not just for the price, but just for the fit. I feel like these are a lot more like low maintenance and they just look super casual. These are everything. And I feel like they look, I don't know, way nicer than they are. Of course, everything is from Quince, but I cannot say enough good things. This is my favorite sweater that I've ever put on my body. I'm obsessed. They also have this in navy and green. I already have a navy and green one from Gap, so that's why I don't own it. But if you don't own any colors of sweaters, get this in whatever color you're missing because it's so good. I also have a black one. See, I have a lot of basics. That's why I don't have this sweater in a million different colors. Okay, this next sweater is a cardigan. This is very similar to the, not the Emile, one of the sweaters from Cezanne. And this is yak cashmere, I believe. I don't know. I'm saying that like I have any idea what any of that is. This is just a perfect little open neck. This is very wide neckline, okay? Love the button details on it. It's kind of like a swirly, oystery sort of look. You can just tell at the quality of this. It's got that fabric lined on both sides of the buttons, so it's really going to hold up, and the buttons don't alter the shape of the sweater with it being so delicate. This is a very fine, like, not see-through, but sheerer sweater. This is so pretty. This is kind of like a taupey gray. It's not a full gray. It almost has a tinge of brown to it. I don't know if you can tell like really close into the camera. It's not a solid gray, but I love this. I wish they came out with more bright colors of this. I would definitely get it, but I like, this is like not super long. It's slightly cropped, but looks great with a t-shirt underneath. Looks great thrown over a workout outfit, which is what I was wearing it for a lot, to be honest with you. Just as a way to just throw something on to cover me before I went to the grocery store. It's a great sweater to keep in your car passenger seat to just throw on and go, but love this. Also looks great, obviously. All the way buttoned, unbuttoned, with a tank over it, or a tank under it, over the shoulder, all the things. But this is a really nice sweater, and I wish they came out with more colors. I wanna say they have black in this color. I would get it in like a green or any other color that they came out with. All right, moving along. This is, I don't actually know what style this is. It might be cashmere, it might be their like lightweight blend of cashmere. They have 100% cotton cashmere, they have 100% cotton, and then they have blends. This, I just wanted a basic classic V-neck sweater, and this is really nice. This is an extra large. I wanted it to fall off my body, give very 90s look, and I love this. So if you're into V-neck sweaters and you want very, very oversized, like I said, I got an extra large on this, but I love this sweater. I think this is really cute. I have yet to wear it without a t-shirt underneath, so I think that would be cute as well, but just can't go wrong with a good gray sweater. And again, I've worn this quite a few times and no pilling, but get yourself a fabric shaver. Okay, this is one of my newest sweaters that I got, and I love that they're doing these sort of like polo style without the buttons sweater. I did get this in a size medium. Honestly, for this, I wanted it to not be insanely oversized because I really did see this being worn in a very like classic way and not as oversized, but I would, depending on what colors they come out with, get some more oversized. But I love this. It's very like green, a very nice green, but not like an olive green, almost like an army green. I don't know how to explain it. It's beautiful. Forest green, so pretty. Love the way this fits. This is slightly itchy, but not itchy and like get it off my body. It's just a little more itchy than I feel like the other ones, but love the collar style and the deep V. I think it's super cute. And with dark jeans, I'm going to wear the heck out of this all fall long. And if you're not familiar and don't know the fun way to fold a sweater, you fold it in half, hot dog style. Okay, match up the sleeves like that. Take the hanger and put it in the armpit and then wrap your sweater around. That way you don't get any weird shoulder lines. And if you want to tuck these into the hanger, you can. I just do it like that. And okay, honorable mention. I know stripes really aren't typically a fall thing. They're more of like a spring summer thing, but I still love this and will wear this a ton throughout the fall season. So again, this is very similar, not the same as the other one, but very similar in terms of the shape. Love the thickness of the neckline on this. And again, has a slight boxy high-low type of fit. This is so cute. They come in a million different colors. I definitely want this in the taupey brown color that they have as well. So good. I have this in the like cream and white striped, again, more spring summer, but this is just a great, very thick cotton sweater. Feels very similar to the Gap one that I have that doesn't have the stripes, but again, just so good. Very, very heavy and very nicely made. And I love the good stripes. And I feel like stripes are huge this fall, so we're carrying it in. Okay, this next sweater is probably my other like all-time favorite style of sweater that Quince does. And I want more colors in this. This is very much like, almost like a mohair. You can feel the feathers like going everywhere, or the like fibers. It's very like textured and fluffy. I don't know if you can see that. Giving mohair without like the shedding of mohair. I got this in a size large. I did accidentally dry this, so I shrunk it and had to like stretch it and whatnot, so it looks smaller than it probably should be, and it still smells like conditioner because I tried the conditioner hack. But this is my favorite. Like, this feels like so soft, so cozy, so comfy. This is Lillian cashmere as well. This is just truly great shape. Love the color and love the fabric of this. Want this in like every single color. I need to go on right now and figure out what other colors I want, because this is truly one of my favorite, like soft, not cotton, truly my favorite like crew neck cashmere sweater. And you'll notice I don't have a lot of like turtlenecks. I just prefer right now at this time to just not have a ton of turtlenecks. I have a couple of turtlenecks from other brands, but I really focused on a lot of crew necks because that is what I'm wearing right now from Quince, but they do also have turtlenecks. All right, last sweater, and then we'll move on to the one pair of bottoms that I have for fall. I know it's kind of pathetic, but anyways, this is the off the shoulder type of sweater that they offer. I like the rolled hem on it. I feel like it's very casual. I don't typically layer under this because I like it to kind of be a little slouchy. I got this in a size large. Again, this is very, very soft. This is Mongolian cashmere as well. This is one piece that I've worn a ton. Again, very good wash and wear, which I think is important, right? Because I mean, just because it's good quality and just because it's cheap doesn't mean it holds up. And that's why I continue to go back to Quince. So yes, love the rolled hem. Just a little bit different, a very thin, like lightweight sweater. Very, very thin, very like wide stitching. All right. Pants. Okay, I just have one to show you. I have these pants in 3 different colors. I need to get the navy again because I did officially ruin the navy, unfortunately. But I picked up this. I believe this is in the wine tasting or wine something color. Are you kidding me? Their silk pants are incredible. They look so nice. I'm obsessed. I just bought a pair of their like silk shorts. They're supposed to be for sleepwear, but I'm thinking I can dress them up and wear them regular. I don't know. We're gonna try. Do you love how I just like ramble on that? Like, but anyway, I love this color. It's so beautiful. Again, this with that like speckled beige sweater, adorable. Adorable. Love, love, love. So they have these in a couple new colors as well. They have this deep orchid color, which is stunning. I'm very much in my burgundy Merlot sort of color family right now and loving it. So this is everything. And if you're looking for some good pants, they also, well, I was looking at pants because I was like, I don't own a lot of their pants. I do own a pair of cargo pants from them, like, which should be in this video. Where are those? I don't know. They just dropped a pair of brown denim jeans and I need those. I also have a pair of white denim that I love from them, some overalls, but sticking with fall. Okay, let's do jackets and then finish with accessories and shoes. Like, I feel like everyone needs a good denim jacket. I love layering this for fall with sweaters underneath, with t-shirts underneath, with the juxtaposition of the silk pants. So good. So I love this oversized denim jacket. I still think denim jackets can be cool. You just have to focus on the fit, okay? They're not the slim cropped fit that are cool anymore. It's more oversized, but not super oversized, but like intentionally oversized and like clean and cool. And this is the perfect colorway. It's the perfect everything. It's very thick denim. It feels like a Levi's denim jacket, and I got mine in a medium, and I love And they have the rose gold buttons, like a coppery button, very cute. Okay, this is one of the first jackets I want to say that I got from Quince. I also do have one of their puffer jackets, but I figured that was more winter and not fall. So yes, those are great as well. I want the full length one, even though I have zero business buying the full length one because I live in Texas now, but it does get cold and I do walk Arlo to school there and back. So I figured I could justify it. But anyways, this is one of their like quilted jackets, which I think is such a good staple and everyone should own something like this. Scott has one very similar from Peter Millar, Miller, whatever, I don't know, but I love a quilted jacket like this and love the green. It's got the nice buttons, zipper. I've probably worn this jacket the most out of, well, no, my super puffer jacket when I have worn more, but this is a great length, classic, just good little quilted jacket that I feel like I will have in my wardrobe forever. And I did go true to size with this in a small. All right, next up is my newest addition, which is a leather jacket from them. They have so many good jackets, but this is also a size small, and this is like an oversized, like vintage leather jacket that I love. Would I love to thrift something like this? Yes. Do I go to thrift stores looking for it? Yes. And so does apparently everyone else in the world because I can never find it. But this is lined. This is so soft and I think is going to make the perfect leather jacket for fall. I used to have like a moto jacket, but I think this like chocolate distressed brown in this sort of like masculine form, like style fit is going to be everything. So as of recently, I would say within the last like 3 years or so, I really started building my outerwear jacket sort of wardrobe. I was always just very simple with it, wore just like a normal jacket, I don't know. And now I'm starting to realize the allure of a really nice jacket, but the price of some of these jackets are like, oh, insane. So when I saw this and the quality is so freaking good, like I'm blown away. I have a trench coat in navy from Everlane that I bought years ago, probably 3 years ago, maybe 4, I'm not sure. And it's very similar to this, and this again, so much less expensive. So nice, love all of the detailing of this. I got this in a medium, it's lined inside all the way around, even through the sleeves, which is incredible. Everything about this, to a T, the most perfect trench coat there ever was. And the price, I'm just like astonished at how nice this is for the price. The only thing I wish is that these little buckle things were the tortoise, but that's like the only thing that I like feel. I used to have a trench coat similar like this, but not lined or anything like that, from Stradivarius that I got, or if that's how you say it, I have no idea, from when I lived in Japan, and I loved it. And then I bought an Old Navy one, and I just didn't love the color of the Old Navy one, or the material was a little flishy, but besides that, it was cute. But I loved just a plain basic trench coat. I feel like everyone needs. There's always trends, but a good long trench coat like this is always in style. All right, let's do shoes. I just have 2, okay? I don't buy a lot of shoes from Quince. There are a pair of like strappy black heels that I would like to get, but they're always out of stock and not really necessary right now for fall, let's be real. I have other priorities, okay, of things to buy. I got plenty of fall things to buy. But their boots are something that I definitely want to get into. And I started with these sort of Western inspired boots. These are not like necessarily like cowboy because they don't have like the stitching. To me, that signifies more cowboy, but these are just a great tall black leather boot. I haven't worn these out of the house yet. I literally just got them. But they are so well made and they smell incredible and fully like all leather throughout. Very, very nice quality. So I got these in the black. They also have like a dark brown, which is stunning, but I do have a pair of cowboy boots similar to that. And I just didn't own a pair of black boots like this. I only owned like thigh highs and like square toes and stuff. So I wanted just a very basic, and I live in Texas. And I also love that the like toe on this is so shiny and pretty. And then the boot is more of like, it's still shiny, but it's not as shiny as the toe. These are so good. Okay, last shoe are just a good loafer. I feel like you can never go wrong. One thing I want to say about these is size up. I originally got these in like I'm anywhere between a 6.5 and a 7. I originally got them, I want to say in 6.5 or a 6, I can't remember. And then I got the 7, and I would say the 7's even slightly small. So go if they do have sizes, I can't remember. But I figured because these are really like suede, they will kind of mold to my foot, and they already started to. But these are just such a sleek shoe that look good with everything, and I just loved this color. This color looks great with literally everything, and I owned nothing like them. So these are their driving shoes, I want to say, in this sort of like very light color. So pretty. Obsessed. Have I really driven home the fact that I'm obsessed with Quince yet? Issue. Okay, let's actually pit stop really quickly. I have two like intimate items that I want to mention. First are my underwear. I'm wearing them. I did not bring them up here, but whatever. These like thin, these are my favorite. Okay, I was always an a Victoria's Secret undie girl, seamless. These are my favorite. They're like a second skin. They feel incredible. I own them in the medium and in the small. I prefer the small over the medium, so I need to buy another pack of the small, but they're so good. I know you will love them. Next up are my pajamas. I own some summer pajamas from them, but I also own these long sleeve, long pant, bamboo pajamas, and I wear them all the time. I've had these navy ones for a while now, and I wear them most of the time. I'm a pajama girl. I never was, but now I am. I also own their like short sleeve boxer short ones that I love as well, but these are my favorite for the fall time, and I want to pick them up in another color for sure. They came out with like a dark charcoal, which is cute. I have a gray and a different brand, so anyway, these are great pajamas, and the price is so affordable because I feel like bamboo pajamas are like asininely expensive. I'm like, for what? For why? We're wearing them to bed. We remember that, right? All right, before I get into bags and accessories, let's do luggage really quick. I know, but listen, I feel as though this is still relative, okay? So whether you're traveling for the holidays, whether you're whatever, planning a vacation, I have to mention my two travel must-haves from Quince, okay? I got their rollerboard little carry-on bag. I had seen a million of these. This is their largest carry-on version. It comes with the lock on it. Something that I love about it, which I'll show you the inside, is they have this like plate that lays on it that you can like stitch down that like closes it more. They have a little scrubby brush that comes in it. There's a bag for your dirty laundry. I love this. I had bought a roller bag from Target, and unfortunately, American Airlines destroyed it, and if you do not make a claim, when my flight landed at 2 a.m., then I was not going, because it was delayed, I was not going to get my money back for it, so I just had to get a new one. But this is such incredible luggage. I am contemplating getting a whole set from them because our whole luggage is like very old. It's from like when I moved to Japan, you guys. I still have all that luggage. But it's really, really great quality and just like very sturdy, and I like. Okay, and then this is the bag that I get so many compliments on when I wear this on the airplane or bring this on the airplane. This is their like neoprene, very similar to Dagny Dover, which I have the diaper bag version of this, but this is their neoprene duffel bag that I can't shut up about. I love this. They only have it in black right now. This green does not match the other green, just so you know. Very, very different, but don't care. This is a great all-nighter, sort of overnighter bag. It has the strap on the top, it has the top handles, it has spots for your, like everything. This is just such a good bag. I get asked about it a lot from flight attendants when I'm on the airplane. And by a lot, I mean it's happened 3 times. So it's enough, okay? It's enough. And last but not least, let's get into bags. And, well, hold on. Let's do this. I have one belt from them. I would love to get more belts, but I love this chocolate brown with the gold detailing. This belt is incredible. So nice. This took forever to get shipped to me, so it got shipped to the wrong address, so I've been without it for longer than I should have, but this chocolate brown is the most perfect, stunning chocolate brown. The thread detail in this, superior. If you're looking for just a great staple, they're not trendy, they're not crazy, but they're such a good belt, and I love. All right, let's move on to my last category. I'm telling you, I know this is insane, but I have bags. So this is my most recent purchase in terms of bags, and I have worn this more than any bag I think I've ever bought. Honestly, I love this sort of quilted chocolate leather. It's kind of like a clutch, like coin purse style. It has a strap in there. Do I actually have anything in here? No, way to go, I cleaned up my bag. Love this. Can be worn crossbody, but I typically just tend to carry it like this. This is the same kind of style in black. They now have one with a little top handle, which I wish I would have gotten, so get that if you're looking for something like this. But this again is kind of like a flap to open. It's got a lot more storage in it, but this is a great, like, just again, wristlet clutch situation. Again, has the straps if you want to, but I just tuck it in the bag because I like this sort of style under the arm sort of look. And then last but not least, I believe I got this last fall, and this definitely, I got Cheez-Its, a hair clip, receipt from Kroger, ooh, some raisins, not for me, I hate raisins, some pennies, all this stuff. Okay, I think that's it. This, I wanna say, like, really truly solidified my love affair with Quince, to be honest with you. I had been wanting this bag, this similar bag from Madewell, and it was, I want to say 200, maybe a little bit more, I can't remember. The suede with the, like, it's like a bucket bag. This is just such a great everyday throw and go style bag, and I loved the color of this so much. I just, this was everything to me. When I got this in the mail, I was like, why am I not buying everything from Quince, okay? It's got like kind of a canvasy material on the inside. This has held up so well. It has little feet at the bottom. Just such a great, great bag. Love. Love to death. Love. Are y'all sick of me saying I love Quince, I love Quince, I love Quince? But you can honestly tell that like all of these pieces you've seen me wear a million times. These are truly like my must-haves. I try a lot of stuff from Quince, but I've had overall like 99% of my experiences with Quince have been incredible. They have a 365-day return policy. If you don't like something, you don't have to like rush, right? You can exchange things. You do reviews, and they will give you like points for future purchases. They have furniture, they have bedding. All of my bedding is Quince. Couches, beds, but like literally everything, you guys. I'm not saying it's the cheapest of the cheap, but is a top tier quality on top with like Pottery Barn and West Elm and all of that, but like for a fraction of the cost. It's still expensive, but you're getting really, really great stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed, found this video fun and helpful, hopefully really helpful if you're either new to Quince or just a huge fan like I am and just looking to build your wardrobe with like quality pieces. Think capsule wardrobing with Quince. I think they have just really great basics, and then you can sprinkle in some fun trends from more like affordable places. But I think Quince is definitely the place where once I've decided I'm building my more like, I know what my style is and I'm building my wardrobe, that is the place to go. So I love you guys so much. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one very, very soon. Bye.